So in this video, I get to introduce Shane, who is trained to be our head roaster. So welcome, Shane.
Thank you for having me.
That's great. We have a coffee of your choice, and probably the first coffee you've ever chosen for us. Is that right?
Yes, indeed. Yeah, that's correct. It's my first ever choice of a particular coffee. So yeah, I'm looking forward to discussing this.
Fab. It's exciting. So without further ado, what have you picked for us for this month's coffee?
So I have picked Familia Gomez, which is from the Cauca area of Colombia. It's run by a lady called Isora Martinez. She sadly lost her husband just over a decade ago, and at the time she was sort of undecided how she was going to manage and continue to run the farm. And thankfully her family, her children, which consists of 4 brothers and sisters, they all stepped up and sort of took the running and the managing of the farm on a daily basis, and 10 years down the line they all work on the farm together as a family, and Mrs. Isora, she has her own little plot which she still manages at the age of 65, so wow. Fair play to her, and really, really good.
And I believe that's quite unique in Colombia, because traditionally they break the land up every time a new generation comes along.
Yeah, it normally gets divided up to children, and they take on the plots by themselves and manage them, and yeah, like you say, broken up into different family areas, and yeah, so to have it as a family affair still running after all this time is quite unique, and it's quite special, to be honest, if you ask me, in my opinion. Yeah, really, really nice.
Fabulous. And you got to roast this coffee from the start. Obviously, yes. You had a bit of support.
Yeah, a little bit of help from Ang Harrod, who you may have seen in the previous video.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we sort of sat down, got heads together, and I sort of said to her how I felt we should roast this. So yeah, through temperature drops and adjustments through the roast, we sort of decided to follow my plan, and thankfully, it worked out quite well, really well if I'm honest. I was really pleased with it. The roast was maybe a little bit quicker than I anticipated, but the end result, which we'll discuss in time, was really, really pleasing. I was really happy with it. So for my first solo roast, if you like, I'm quite proud of myself.
You should be. I had this coffee for breakfast this morning, and it was really good. So I'll get some poured just to let it cool slightly. Now, I know we've been tasting this at the roast, and having a chat about it. What do you think comes out of this coffee? What can people expect from this coffee?
So, I think it's quite a refreshing cup of coffee. It's pleasing. It's very fruity. Sort of on my initial taste, it's sort of like an elderflower, maybe sort of tasting note, and then there's a bit of fleshy sort of fruit, maybe pear tasting, and then the finish is quite a sweet tropical. I would say mango sweetness. I would go for, and it leaves a really nice taste in your mouth.
Yeah, I can see where you come from. That elderflower is right at the front. I get that. There's sweetness there. There's a floral tone there. That fleshy mouthfeel, like you said. Yeah. Coming from the pear, and that mango's at the end, very much at the end.
Yeah, it really lingers, and it's quite pleasing and quite delightful, if I say, in my mouth. It's really, really.
Yeah, it's a good coffee.
It's a pleasant sweetness. Yeah.
It's a really good coffee. So overall, you must be pleased.
Yeah, delighted, I would say. Yeah, that'd be the word I would use. Yeah, I'm really, really delighted, if you like. Yeah.
And this is a big step up for you, because you don't come from coffee at all.
No. I walked into the business just over 18 months ago, nearly 2 years, and I was just a blank canvas. And now look at me.
I know, it's fabulous. It's so exciting to see, and it's going well.
Yes, really well. Yeah, I'm really pleased with it. Yeah, I'm learning every day. Only way I can really describe it is, say, when I first started out, it was like a jigsaw puzzle, all these pieces everywhere, and you gradually start putting the pieces together, and the picture starts to take shape. And every day I'm learning more and developing and growing, and I'm really pleased with how it's going. Yeah,
Fabulous.
there's still plenty of work to do, but we're getting there.
Fabulous.
Yeah,
Well, it was a great choice and it was a great roast. So thank you for that.
That's all right. You're welcome.
And any thoughts, comments, questions you have, we would love to hear from you. And particularly any comments for Shane. It would be really cool to hear from you. Hope you enjoyed the coffee and thanks for watching.